Sports is a big part of Denver's magic, and today it's gymnastics in the spotlight. Today we're featuring 1988 Olympic all-around finalist Lance Ringnauld. And Brandy Johnson, who finished best among the all-around competitors at the Olympic Games, she is America's future. The top gymnast from the Big Eight is Patrick Kirksey. He finished first in the all-around competition at the recently held Big Eight Championships. Of the 1989 mixed pairs, Wendy Bruce teamed up with Li Jing of China for an unbeatable combination. Conrad Voorsanger, currently in 9th place in the national team, is from Stanford. He is looking to climb in the rankings. Today is our third show, and meeting head-to-head is Lisa Panzaroni and Elizabeth Crandall. On the men's side in this competition, it is Brad Hayashi against Conrad Voorsanger. Conrad Voorsanger, the high-flying tumbler, is from the Pac-10. He finished for Stanford in first place in the all-around competition. He is on a roll, and today his quest for the gold continues in Denver, Colorado. The Total Sports Network and the United States Gymnastics Federation presents the 1989 U.S. Challenge. Today we are focusing on show number 3, where it will be Lisa Panzaroni against Elizabeth Crandall on the women's side and Brad Hayashi against Conrad Voorsanger on the men's side. Welcome to the Denver Coliseum, where we have our third show in a series of 11 Friday nights of gymnastics here on ESPN. Hello, everyone. I'm Leandra Riley, and joining me in this telecast is Olympic gold medalist Bart Connor. And Bart, in this telecast, we really have youth against experience. On the women's side, it's Elizabeth Crandall against Lisa Panzaroni.
Today's competition really matches up the junior national team members against the senior national team members. Elizabeth Crandall is a bright young star. She's been 2 years on the junior national team, and Lisa Panzaroni has been 3 years on the senior national team. She's more experienced competitively.
Actually, the same story holds true on the men's side. Conrad Voorsanger, he's in college. He's going up against a youthful Brad Hayashi.
And Brad is very talented. He can do a lot of big tricks, but he's very inexperienced on a competitive format in a big national meet. Conrad, on the other hand, is coming off of a very big NCAA season at Stanford.
All right, when we come back, we will meet youth against experience. Who will prevail in the 1989 U.S. Challenge? Stay with us to find out. We are back in Denver, Colorado for the 1989 U.S. Challenge. If you missed our first two shows, well, here's who survived. Brandy Johnson and Margaret Hewlett both survived their competitions in the first round. And now we are looking at Lisa Panzaroni and Elizabeth Crandall looking to take on either Dundas or Hagberg. On the men's side, Lance Ringnauld and Kyle Asano were the winners of our first two shows. We are now on the third show, and this is Conrad Voorsanger against Brad Hayashi. They'll face the winner of Mark Warburton and Drew DiStefano. We are beginning with men's floor exercise. This is Conrad Voorsanger. Because the men compete on 6 apparatus, we will not see any women for the time being. Women only compete on 4 apparatus. We will be following the Olympic order. So Conrad Voorsanger is up first on floor. He'll be followed by Brad Hayashi, also on the floor exercise event.
His first tumbling run is a straddled side 1 3/4 flip. Very nicely done. Good high tumbling. Conrad's coming off a really big year. He was the Pac-10 all-around champion. Oh, trouble there on that second pass. A little short on that 1 1/2 twisting backflip to the punch front. He won the all-around in the Pac-10s this year and really seems to be coming into his own because he has good style and he's very explosive. Although he's only been on the national team 1 year, I think he has a great future as a strong competitor for the U.S. team.
Conrad Voorsanger is 20 years old, competes at Stanford.
Tuck double back. Very nice landing. Good dismount. It's too bad he had trouble at the end of that second pass because otherwise that was an excellent routine.
Conrad Voorsanger from Stanford University, where he's coached by Sadao Hamada. And this is his first year on the senior national team, although he's been in gymnastics about 10
This move was made famous by Li Yuezhu from the Chinese team. Look at tremendous lift as he does 1 3/4 flips in straddled side position while he's in the air. Really nicely done. Now here's where he had trouble. He does the front step out, round off, back handspring, back 1 1/2, and he's a little short and a little low, so that punch front is just not able to make it.
9.20.
This is a very impressive dismount. However, he really gets standing up very quickly, gets his chest up and over, and he really plants the landing. Good finish.
Conrad Voorsanger of Stanford receives a 9.20 for that performance on the floor. He is now followed by Brad Hayashi. Brad lives in Irvine, California. He is coached by Ron Howard. He is just 17 years old. He's still in high school.
Let's watch Brad Hayashi.
Brad is very explosive on floor. He's a really outstanding tumbler, so if he's going to gain some ground on Conrad, he could do it right here. Watch this first tumbling run. Layout double. Oh! He put his hands down, which is a major mistake, but he covered beautifully because he went right into his press to handstand. I don't think he fooled the judges, but he did a good job at covering up. Look at that height on the front step out. Through front handsprings to a front with a half in laid out position. It's very explosive. Third tumbling run, round off side.
Quite a bit of dance. A tertiate, full turn pirouette to the corner.
And this is a move called a Y scale. Last tumbling run, tuck double. He laid it back. He really leaned back on the takeoff. He had good height. But it was unusual that he had so much trouble. He's so explosive. I'm surprised he had trouble on floor. In a way, this should have been a really strong event for him, and he blew a good opportunity here. He opens with a layout double. He dumps it back a little bit. He lays back just a little too hard, and so he doesn't get the height. He's got plenty of rotation initially, but because he's so low, he ends up on all fours.
And it is 8.35.
The second pass, a really high front step out, front handspring through to a front flip-flop to a front with a half. It's a good combination.
And that would be Mark Warburg and Ruby.
And the score for Brad Hayashi, 8.35. So now after one rotation, he trails Conrad Voorsanger by 0.85. We'll be back in a moment.